Okay, now we're here for the Patreon portion of Meanspiration, episode 54, 5? I think it's 54. We're getting up there, guys.
I think it's, 54.
And
55.
then we're going to do some more questions.
Okay. A lot of Mac DeMarco things for some reason. I know you don't know Mac DeMarco.
I think that was the music playing in the background.
Oh, right.
But I wouldn't know because I don't know him. Most of the music on in the background is just Todd playing music. I don't give a fuck about music. I like Elton John.
All right, here we go. What's your favorite Jeff Scott story? Start there.
My favorite Jeff Scott story. Well, his favorite story to tell about me was when I flashed him with and then clinked my nipple rings up against his window while he was driving away, because I would always pull my tits out and I would attack him. Again, we had a very sexual relationship. So he would always tell this story about my nipple rings clinking, and I took my nipple rings out when I was 20. There was no nipple rings. He just added the nipple rings into the story in his head. But I don't know. He was always really good with when I would do pratfalls. He always knew how to do the fun jokes. I don't know. I'm trying to think of my best. I don't know. I always had a good time with him. I love him. I was always like in the back leaning on Jeff Scott, smoking weed with him. Smoking weed with my boy. Do you have any favorite Jeff Scott stories?
What's a good Jeff Scott story? I did see him every
You see him every day.
Night.
Every single night, all night. I would say until he left.
They were all just fond memories. I worked at the Comedy Store during the day, and at night I also worked there. But once like 8 o'clock rolled around, I was started to get a little, let's say, lubed up.
Yeah, he would get lubed up, and then Jeff would come
term.
fuck him in the ass.
But so there are the nights are a little fuzzy with Jeff. But he was always a good guy, and he always made me laugh. And
he was just fucking hilarious all the time. He was so funny. He was great. I just have so many,
This guy asks, do you date fans? Some of us are normal, LOL. And in his picture, you could see him with his daughter.
I only date fans' daughters.
What's your favorite joke? Do you have a favorite?
I do have a favorite. It's from a long time ago. It's Nick DiPaolo. He was like so long ago. He came home from work. He goes, my wife always spends all my money. She can't stop spending money. I came home from work the other day. She goes, look, honey, I bought a $500 carpet. And he was like, why the fuck did it cost $500? She said, because it's soundproof. And he goes, oh, good. The neighbors won't hear me stabbing you to death on it. He goes, I hope it's waterproof too, for when I roll you up in it and throw you in a river. I don't know. I always thought that was funny.
Pretty good.
But I mean, there's a million good jokes. I like, oh, you know what my number one favorite joke is? This is actually my favorite joke. Dave Attell's joke, where he goes, do you ever talk so much shit on someone that you want to call him up the next day and thank him for all the good times? That's so true.
This person asks, why do the Eagles suck?
You know, I don't even fucking know the rules of football. I don't know. I don't care. I like my Eagles jacket. I like to represent my city. I like when my brothers are happy. They like the Eagles. I don't fucking know.
All right. Do you think you could ever love a dog that is not cute?
I think I'm currently loving a dog that's not cute. I think Randy has gone through stages of being the cutest dog I've ever seen to the most hideous chicken boy. And I think we kind of can see where the underbite is going. I don't think Randy's getting cuter. He is so cute and I love him. I honestly was thinking today, I just can't believe how much I love him. I just love him so much. He's being such a good sleepy boy right now.
Someone asks, have you ever practiced martial arts?
I used to do jujitsu. Is that martial arts?
It's one of them.
Only on the Patreon.
What's the best gossip you've heard recently? Skip it.
No, I'm thinking. It's the juiciest gossip. Like I had to just call people about. Oh, one of my friends got COVID and didn't tell me. And I found out through other people. And then it's still not out. But I'm like, really, bitch? You didn't tell me you had fucking COVID? That's kind of juicy.
It's pretty juicy.
Who lies to their close friends that they... Anyway.
Who would you rather hook up with and why? Bert Kreischer or Tom Segura?
I mean, it's like people are obsessed with asking like which married men I would fuck. I wouldn't fuck any of them. I have never fucked a married man. I don't fuck guys with girlfriends. Like they're fucking, it's like, I know they're so hot. They're gorgeous. It's really hard to like keep myself off of them. But for the sake of their wives, I use all my strength to just clamp my pussy together. I try so hard. I use a hair dryer and I dry all that pussy juice up because they're so hot.
Well, you know you don't want Tom Segura falling on you because you heard the noise you heard the damage and the noise it makes.
Honestly,
when he falls.
but that sort of arm thing, if he put that inside me, that would probably feel good. That would hit a G spot. That jacked up arm.
But he was like a foot off the ground and he made like a thunderous noise.
Well, Bert would not have made a lighter noise.
This is a good one, actually. If you were caught in a riot, are you a flight or fight? And how would you do it?
I'm a flight. Are you kidding me? I went to the protest, the Black Lives Matter protests, when they were just a very peaceful walk. And I just happened to be there right when it started to get crazy, like right when the cops like stopped the people from moving and then everyone was piling up and cops started pushing people. I couldn't have gotten out of there faster. I was like, couldn't have been happier that I was wearing open-toed shoes. I was like, it's not appropriate footwear. I got to get out. I'll use my Karen powers later. See you guys. And then I meditated for 5 days straight.
This is a good one too. Just lost my job, girlfriend all last year. Still sad over both. How do you cope with being sad?
Okay, the only thing to do if you've lost your girlfriend and your job, you have to work out. There's nothing else you can do. You have to get like extremely ripped. Like you have to get to the point where people are like, is he on steroids? There's nothing else to do except throw yourself into a fucking weird project. Like I would say run a marathon or something, but you can't, there's no marathons. That's the only fucking thing you can do. Or start like drawing. It needs to be something like you have to pick something up that you started to do when you were a kid and try to find like a new lease on life. Or you need to just get so fucking like thick-necked ripped because you got fucked. You got kicked while you were down. What do you think, Todd?
What I like to do is I like to just kick back, maybe roll up a doobie, maybe grab a brewer.
A brewer? A Jim Brewer?
A brewer, like a brewy, a brewski.
A brewer is not, nobody's ever called a beer a brewer, has they? Have they?
Yeah.
Has they?
And then maybe I turn
Todd,
on.
wait, no, do you stand by brewer?
Yeah, a brewer. It's a brewer.
Is that, because your face is red like you've been caught in something.
No, a brewer.
A brewer is a thing? Google it.
It's going to just show you like actual brewers, like people that brew beer, but you call it a brewer.
You mean kick back a brewer, a human that brews beer?
No, a brewer. One of the brewer's products is also called a brewer.
Is that true?
It's true. Now, can I tell this guy how to
live
and not be so sad? Just kick back with a brewer. Maybe a joint. Turn on a football game or any sports game. Even if you don't like it, just turn it on and just try to watch it. Just like be like, that was pretty athletic, and just get lost in either the game or maybe turn on a movie. Get lost in the movie. Think about the movie. Think about like, yeah, think about everything like, the actors and the things and the story and, just think about it all and just get lost in your head and just do that until you pass out. And the next day you'll wake up and you'll be happy.
This is how boys live. They're just like, get lost in the thighs of black men throwing a football.
Yeah. Maybe get some money, put some money on the game.
I knew you were going to say that. I was like, Todd said to me the other day, he goes, the only reason sports are fun is because you're betting on them.
Yeah.
So don't fall for his shit. He's a gambling addict.
Here's another good question. Would you accept dick pics if they added tiny hats?
No, I don't want any dick pics. I don't want funny dick pics.
I remember one of the first times we hung out, though, you showed me a dick pic of a guy
that was so funny,
had his
right?
feet together.
No, that was the funniest. That actually, I will not lie. That is the funniest dick pic I've ever received. He had his feet. These were his feet. So his heels were touched like this, like he was like diamonding his legs out. And then his dick was like laying on his feet. It was like literally the gayest way to send. It was the most homosexual way to heterosexually send a dick pic to a girl.
All right. What else do we have here? What career or job would you be in if you didn't pursue a career in stand-up comedy?
I would probably be dead. Or an elderly bartender. You know those bartenders that you're like, why are you still doing this? I would still be drinking. I don't know. I was going to be a special ed teacher, but you kind of get burnout wiping all those asses. I don't know.
You'd be your dad's favorite bartender? Everyone's dad's favorite bartender?
No, because I would be the age of the dads.
Exactly. So they come in and they go, hey, Annie.
There's got to be an age limit. A brewer. Pass me a brewer. No, there were some people I used to bartend with, some girls who I'm like, you got to find another thing. This is not a good look.
Can't leave that money. You can make good money.
Yeah, but I'm like, you're going to have to get a knee replacement soon or a hip replacement, you old bitch.
Yeah, get a bar back.
But nobody and they're like, they don't want to like fire them for ageism, but they're like, can we get a hot person in here? And this fucking old bitch screaming around.
It's like, we don't want to cut these short, but just these questions are just so bad. They got to start making better questions, writing better questions.
I know. There was one about if I won the lottery. Did you see that one?
No. Oh, here you go. If you won the lottery, what would you upgrade immediately and why? My
house, my car, my dog. I'd get rid of Randy. I would get a designer puppy. I thought I was getting one. I got ripped off. He's disgusting. He has no hair around his eyes. No, I would immediately move to the beach. I would buy a house. Live in Malibu or something. I would get a private jet. I would go see my family. I would find a way to like quarantine so I could see them. I get a Tesla and I put money in stocks. I've never had money to put in stocks.
All right. New Donovan says, my girlfriend is leaving town tomorrow. Want to come over and watch Resident Evil.
No.
So maybe we should find out who his girlfriend is and be like,
your boyfriend's trying to finger me to Resident Evil.
Watch the movie Resident Evil or watch him play the Resident Evil game?
Like live Twitch and like, ooh, I get to watch a stranger play this game in front of me. All right, well, let's wrap it up. So this will come out Friday. This will come out Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, we will shoot for $20 holler. And I want to do something for my $5 peeps too. So I will figure that out this weekend. But Sunday, let's shoot for $20 holler at 6 p.m. PST. All right, guys.
One love.
One love, yo.
Should that be my sign off? One love.
No, you don't get a sign off. Cocky.